Alright, take two of this video because some asshole had to call me during the video. And it wasn't Rosa. So, it is what it is. Alright, so welcome everybody to the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel. Right here on youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching this video. My second of 3 videos on the night. Check out my Metal God 669 channel where I did my heartfelt video on the passing of David Bowie. So check that out. Link is in the description box. So like that video, like this video, subscribe to this channel. My other channels, all the links are down below in the description box. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. You know what to do. Share my videos all over the internet. Alright, so what I want to do in this video is give you my late, really late, far out of date New Japan Pro Wrestling Wrestle Kingdom 10 review from the Tokyo Dome in Japan, which was held on January the 4th. And it was an amazing show, another great show from New Japan, and New Japan just really is firing on all cylinders. Every show last year was great. They're picking up right where they left off. Another great Wrestle Kingdom 10. I mean, Wrestle Kingdom 9 was great with Okada and Tanahashi doing battle. We had the rematch. Basically, we had a rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 9, the main event of the show, and that match was just, well, I hate to use AJ Styles here, but phenomenal. The whole show was just phenomenal. An amazing event. I was glad to rewatch it. And, yeah, so it's just an amazing show. And that's why New Japan and Ring of Honor are the best federations out there. They take wrestling seriously, unlike WWE and TNA. Though TNA wants to make wrestling more real. But it is what it is. So, and I hate to be an indie mark, because, you know, WJ did a video about indie marks this morning. You know, about it with AJ Styles and the Bullet Club coming to WWE. But yeah, it is what it is. So, but being a good an indie fan like I am, this probably going to be the pay-per-view of the year. But I know it's early. We got the Royal Rumble coming up next Sunday. We got Ring of Honor's 14th anniversary at the end of February. We got Fastlane. TNA might be having a couple pay-per-views here and there. I know it's the one I only stuff, but I don't review those. But it is what it is. Alright, so let's get to the review. We start off Wrestle Kingdom 10 with the pre-show, which is the traditional New Japan Rumble. It's like kind of like almost like a Royal Rumble. I don't know how many men were in this. We had the likes of Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask, Cheeseburger from Ring of Honor. We had Tiger Mask, Hiro Saito, Yoshihashi, Mascara Dorada, Captain New Japan, Old Man Yuji Nagata, Nakanishi, Tenzan, Kojima, Ryota Taguchi. We had the debut, I guess the debut of Haku. Remember Haku? With used to be called Ming in WCW. And we also had the Gracie Hunter, Kazushi Sakuraba, Jado, and the Great Kabuki. 68-year-old Great Kabuki. All these fucking farts doing all in the ring, you know? I shouldn't say that because Ric Flair is 60... Well, I shouldn't say that because Terry Funk wrestled until he was like 81. Oh, Terry Funk! Japan #1! You know, but thank God Terry Funk is retired. Thank the Lord! Nobody wants to see an 83-year-old guy wrestling. I mean, we had to see Mae Young. I mean, ugh. God rest her mighty soul, and the Fabulous Moolah back in a few years ago, but it is what it is. So we get to the Rumble, and it was won by Jado. Just sorry, I had to And we had to plug in my my tablet that was running a little bit low on batteries. So I guess what it is. So it was this whole Rumble was a big clusterfuck. I mean, Jado wins after getting rid of Shiro and Taguchi. So Jado wins. I mean, like I said, this match was a big clusterfuck. It was just so hard to keep up with, and if you blink, you missed half of it. But it was nice to see, you know, Haku in the ring for the first time. He looks like he hasn't lost a beat, you know, because he's been friends with Hulk Hogan, brother. You know, probably popping steroid pills, brother. You know, but it was nice to see Haku in it. It was kind of funny to see Cheeseburger in it, you know, because he looks up and he looks up to Jushin Thunder Liger. They did all the palm strikes and all that other good shit. But it was a fun little Rumble just to get the crowd hyped up for the main card, and it was an okay match. I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get to the main show. We start off with a bang, ladies and gentlemen, and no pun intended with that one. For the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles, the champions Greg Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish taking on Matt Sydal and Ricochet, the winners of the Super Junior Tag Championship tournament early in the summer. Taking on Roppongi Vice, whatever. Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. Also taking on the Bullet Club members, the Young Bucks, Too Sweet Me. Who had the young upstart Cody Hall, the son of Scott Hall. Hey, yo. You know, there. This match was great. Great match to start the show. Great match between 4 of probably the best tag teams in New Japan. And probably, I would say, in the world, too. We got the Young Bucks, who've been multiple-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champions. Roppongi Vice has been champions, I think, twice. And Red Dragon has been champions twice. So, and looking at Matt Sydal and Ricochet, who just won the junior tag tournament, you know, looking to become one-time champions. His match was all over the place. It was just a really great match. The Young Bucks win with more bang for your buck, so they become... I don't know how many times they've held the belts, but it's like every time they get it, they hold on to it for a few months, and then they lose it, and then they get it back somehow. You know, the Young Bucks are just an amazing tag team. You know, they've held titles all over the country, all over the world. You know, PWG tag champions, Ring of Honor tag champions. You know, now I think it's like 6 or 7 times that they've held the IWGP Junior Tag Championships. But an amazing match. You know, the Bucks hit 7 super kicks, and I actually counted them. Ricochet and Matt Sydal hit stereo shooting star presses. I thought they were going to win. I had them actually pick the win, but you know, Cody Hall got involved a couple times, and you know, he had a sick-looking Razor's Edge over the top rope onto everybody, which is pretty sick. It was just fun. It was just a fun match to start the show. So the Bucks win with more bang for your buck on Rocky Romero, who seems to get pinned every time. But it is what it is. I wish Rocky Romero would just go out on his own. He doesn't need to be a tag champion anymore. But cause I think his days as tag champion are way past him. Especially when he was in the Forever Hooligans with Alex Kozlov, who we haven't seen in months. Or years almost. But it is what it is. So the Bucks win. They bring some more gold back to the Bullet Club, as Gallows and Anderson have the tag championships for now. But they will be defending against Maccabi and who was Maccabi and Tenzan, I believe it was. No, Hanma. I'm sorry. So we'll see if they can keep the gold in the family. And you also got Kenny Omega, the junior heavyweight champion. See if he can hold on to that. And you got AJ going for the IC belt. So Bullet Club could have a great night, but they start off with a bang, no pun intended. by winning back the Junior Heavyweight Tag Championship. So I give that match 4 out of 5 stars. It was just an amazing match. Alright, then we go to the vacant, never openweight 6-man tag titles, which have just been introduced to the company. We had the Bullet Club, excuse me, Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, who we saw his father, Haku, in the ring. They actually teamed up at the New Year's Dash show, which is a pretty interesting thing. You usually don't see a lot of father and son tag teams a lot. Wrestling. But Dusty Rhodes fought with his Dustin Rhodes and Cody at one time. You go on from there. So you had Bad Luck Fale, Tama Tonga, and Takahashi taking on Toru Yano and the Briscoe Brothers. Let's see who become the first ever never openweight 6-man tag champs. It's great to see Ring of Honor and New Japan forming a nice little union and a little relationship. We're going to see a lot of people from Japan at the 40th anniversary show. We got Nakamura. I believe that's his last match for Ring of Honor, because his last match in Japan is January 26th. And then he has the 40th anniversary show, and then he'll probably be either at WrestleMania or he'll be on the Raw after WrestleMania. I would mark out if I saw AJ and Nakamura on that show. Because the Bullet Club's coming to the WWE, and Finn Balor has been teasing on Twitter that he's going to reform the Balor Club. Well, now that the Bullet Club's supposedly going to be trademarked now to the WWE, Finn Balor could reform the Bullet Club when he originally formed it. That's annoying. But I digress. So, it's going to be great to see the Bullet Club, back. The original Bullet Club, it doesn't have the Young Bucks or as Kenny Omega or any of the guys that came after that, but it's going to be nice to see Balor, AJ might be in it. I'm hoping AJ's in it. But it is what it is. AJ might just go by himself, but who knows. Nice to see Balor, Gallows, Anderson, and AJ in that little stable. But we'll see what happens with that. So the Briscoe brothers and Toru Yano win after Toru Yano throws a chair in Tama Tonga's face after the Briscoes hit the Doomsday Device on him, on Tama Tonga, and Yano throws a chair in his face. Okay. So they win. They become the first ever 6-man tag team champions, and we'll see what happens with the Briscoes. As they come back to the States with championships. Not the tag championships that they wanted, because they wanted to become 9-time Ring of Honor champions, which might still happen this year. Who knows? But it was a pretty fun match, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So it is what it is right there. All right, then we get to the Ring of Honor World Title. It's the first time it's been defended in Japan. We have Jay Lethal with Rose's boyfriend, Truth Martini, at ringside, taking on Michael Elgin, the winner of the Survival of the Fittest tournament that happened back in November. He becomes the number 1 contender. This match was actually better than I expected. Didn't go as I predicted, but what are you going to do? Pretty back and forth match. Elgin hit his usual stuff. He hit the delayed suplex. Then he hit a one-armed press slam into a power slam. That was pretty impressive. Lethal almost killed himself with those suicide dives he does through the ropes. He almost took out the announce team. Well, not the English announce team. He almost took out the Japanese announce team, which wouldn't be a bad thing, but it is what it is. Truth Martini got involved a couple times. He got chopped by Michael Elgin, and then Lethal took the Book of Truth and hit Big Mike in the head with it, and then he hits Lethal Injection to pick up the win and retain his title. So I gave the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. So Jay Lethal continues his long reign as champion. Looking to be to become another 1-year champion. He held the Ring of Honor World TV title for over a year until Roger Strong beat him, and Roger Strong is now heel. He's going to face Curry Man of all people. Yeah, Daniels. Oh yeah, that's I didn't know who Curry Man was. Oh my god. You know, but it's what it is. Curry Man's such a stupid gimmick in itself. But it is what it is. So Jay Lethal begins his 7th month as Ring of Honor champion, and he moves on to the 14th anniversary show. Who face, I have no idea. I'm thinking it's going to be Kyle O'Reilly, because O'Reilly has been talked about becoming the new champion by the summer of this year, but I want it to be Adam Cole, baby! But he might be the champion later on, but we'll see what happens. So I think Lethal's reign is going to end, and I think the House of Truth is going to break up by at least the summertime. We won't be talking about the House of Truth that much anymore after the summer. So I think Jay Lethal will probably feud with them and feud with O'Reilly and Cole most of this year. But we'll see what happens. So I gave the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was a pretty good match. Alright, then we get to the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Kenny Omega, the Cleaner, the new leader of the Bullet Club, who they beat up AJ Styles. They threw him out of the Bullet Club, storyline purposes only, because AJ was his last match in New Japan. You know, had a good 3-year run, and now he's gonna test the waters of the WWE. You know, probably be debuting in April or May or sometime, I don't know. When probably be same time as Nakamura, because both of them are gonna be on the main roster. I would say by the night after WrestleMania, but who knows? It might be earlier. It might be at the Royal Rumble, for all we know. But we'll see what happens from there. So Kenny Omega, the champion, taking on the former champion Kushida, a rematch from Dontaku and Power Struggle. This was a good match, very good match. The Young Bucks accompanied Kenny Omega as usual to the ring, and they proceeded to hit Ryoto Taguchi, who accompanied Kushida to the ring for some odd reason. They hit him with a triple super kick. And then Kushida gets hit in the face with the trash can. And Kenny Omega hits him one-man bang for your buck with the trash can on top of Kushida. That was pretty sick. And then Omega's hitting dives to the outside. He's just beating the crap out of Kushida. But Kushida came back and started working on the arm of Kenny Omega. Then he applied the hoverboard lock, and Omega had to quickly get to the ropes. Then he lands an insane swanton to the outside on a Kenny Omega. That was pretty sick. Then he hits a drop kick. Then he relocks in the hoverboard lock, but he tries to transition to an armbar, and Kenny Omega broke out of it, hits a suplex. And then they get on the top rope, and Kushida locked in the hoverboard lock on the top rope. And then he hits the hoverboard breaker, which another sick spot. But Omega got up and hits a beautiful spinning wheel kick. He gets punched in the face by Kushida. And he goes for the electric chair. But Omega turned it into a German suplex. He gets a near fall out of that. Then he gets caught once again in the hoverboard lock for the 3rd time. And then the Bucks try to pull Omega to the ropes, but Ryoto Taguchi came back out of nowhere and hits both of them with the trash can. And then he hits 2 big strikes, knocking the Bucks out, and they're not going to be in the match anymore. Omega gets a 2 count with a sit down powerbomb. And he hits it with the other arm that wasn't injured, which is pretty cool. He looks for Angel's Wings, or the one-winged angel, but Kushida reverses it and gets a roll-up to pin Kenny Omega, and we have a new junior heavyweight champion in Kushida. He begins his third or 4th reign as champion. Pretty good match. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. So, the Cleaner did not clean up, but he cleaned up at the New Year's Dash show. So, it is what it is. So, we'll probably get another rematch, probably at the January 26th show, or whenever the next New Japan show is. So it's probably going to go back to Kenny Omega eventually, but if you saw New Year's Dash, Kenny Omega beat the crap out of Nakamura, and he actually pinned Nakamura, not for the title, but they're moving him up to where AJ is now for maybe a world title push against Okada, and an IC title push. He's probably going to win the IC title from Nakamura now that he pinned him. So, because Nakamura is going to be gone from New Japan at the end of this month. So, I think it's only fitting that Kenny Omega becomes the IC champion at the end of the month. So, you know, and the New Look Bullet Club with Kenny Omega as the leader. You know, I think they're probably going to get a new member in sometime. They already have Haku. Who else is going to be next? Who knows? So, like I said, great match. You get 3.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the IWGP Tag Team Title Championship. The Bullet Club members Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows with the Bullet Babe Amber Gallows. Hot! Taking on GBH, Great Bash Heels, something like that. Togi Makabe, former Never Openweight Champion, and Tomoaki Hanma, the John Cena of of New Japan. This was a pretty good match. It wasn't it was a little step down from the last match. Hanma goes for the diving headbutt, but he missed. Can you believe he misses all the time? And then the Bullet Club beat the crap out of him, but Carl Anderson misses a senton. Makabe comes in and beats the crap out of him with some clotheslines in the corner. Then the shoulder block to Carl Anderson. Hanma comes in with a jawbreaker, and then the GBH sandwich Gallows with some clotheslines. Carl Anderson comes back, sending Hanma into the guardrail. Ow! And Gallows then hits Makabe with the chain. And then Anderson and Gallows start cursing up a storm, like, "Oh, this is shit! Get the fuck up, you!" You know, they started saying stuff that I can't repeat. So, anyway, they beat Makabe down with Makabe's chain, and they go for 3 pinfall attempts, but Makabe kicked out of each one. And then Makabe comes back with a clothesline, gets the hot tag to Mr. John Cena himself, Hanma, who hits a body slam on Gallows, and he headbutts Anderson. But he's going for a move, and Gallows grabs Hanma's foot, and the Bullet Club land a backdrop neckbreaker combo, then a fireman's carry drop kick on Hanma. They set up for the Magic Killer, their finishing move, but Makabe sends Gallows outside of the ring. And then Hanma begins to beat up on Anderson, but Anderson hits Hanma with a sick-looking running powerbomb for 2. Then he goes for the gun stun, the ace crusher, whatever you want to call it. He tries for it once, missed. Tries for it again, missed again. And he gets a big headbutt from Hanma. Makabe comes in with a double clothesline on the Bullet Club. Then he and Anderson take out each other with lariats. Or they try to take each other out. Makabe actually wins that. Then he sends Hanma into Anderson with a headbutt. And then we get a Doomsday headbutt on Anderson, and then a diving headbutt on Gallows. So, just off the top rope. And then Makabe goes up top, hits the King Kong knee drop for the win. And we got new IWGP Tag Team Champions as Hanma and Makabe become the new IWGP Tag Team Champions. So Hanma wins his first title in God knows how long. I think his first title ever. Makabe becomes another champion. He's held the IC title. You know, the Never Openweight title. Now he adds the tag titles to this collection. So, it's a pretty fun match. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. You know, Hanma and Makabe, they won the Super Tag Tournament, you know, back in, I think it was October. So, they picked up right where they left off from that mega event and that big win. Now they're tag team champions. How long they're going to hold it for? Probably not long, but we'll see what happens with Makabe and Hanma as champions. I think Gallows and Anderson probably might get a rematch. but Gallows and Anderson are coming over to NXT. Really should be on the main roster, but I think they're going to be the bodyguards of Finn Balor as Balor reforms the Bullet Club in NXT, and then they'll probably be brought up to the main roster to maybe recruit AJ, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put Baron Corbin in there, but who knows on that. I doubt it though, because Finn Balor and Corbin are going to be feuding for the next couple months, and who knows. So yeah, so I give that match 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Hiroki Goto with Captain New Japan in his corner, taking on Tetsuya, I'm going to probably have problems with his name, Tetsuya Naito with Los Ingobernables, some tag team, I guess. This match is okay, a little bit of a cooling off match for the crowd. Goto wins with the Shoten Kai. It was a pretty fun match, you know. Goto tried to go for the Yushi Goroshi. We get a ref bump. Naito lands on his neck. After a really sick clothesline from Goto. And then the Los Ingobernables, whoever they are, they take out each other by accident, and at least the Goto landed the Shoten Kai for the win. Match was okay. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Wasn't a bad match, but it is what it is. Alright, then we get to the Never Openweight title. The new champion, Tomohiro Ishii, who won at the Power Struggle show against Maccabi. He gets his first, Ishii, I'm sorry, did I say Maccabi? Tomohiro Ishii, got the title back from Maccabi. He's taking on Katsuyori Shibata. Ooh, these guys I've fought before, and this match was fucking violent. Violent, not hardcore violent. I mean, this was stiff as fuck. If you thought Maccabi and Ishii, those matches you've seen on, at Wrestle Kingdom 9 and, Dataku and Power Struggle and all the other shows that they fought on were stiff, this match, took it to a whole new level. It was just fucking brutal. They were just beating the shit out of each other. And I can't wait to see Ishii at the 14th anniversary show. I don't know who he's going to beat the shit out of. I would like to see him and Elgin go at it. I think that might happen. Ishii and Elgin. Whew. That's going to be stiff as fuck. Oh boy. Like I said, this match was stiff as fuck. I mean, they were beating the crap out of each other. They started off trying to kick the crap out of each other, kick their heads off each other. Shibata lets Ishii chop him a bunch of times. He nips up, and he drops Ishii with a forearm. Ishii gets right back up and welcomes Shibata with a back suplex. Shibata comes back with some strikes in the corner before a big jumping kick. He applies a Chinlock City, he transitions that into a spider hold, and Ishii had to get to the ropes. Ishii turned the tide, and then Shibata comes back. He gets in Ishii's face and drops Ishii with a forearm, but Ishii gets right back up. He hits Shibata with a clothesline, then a drop kick. And they both hit each other with German suplexes. Oh my god! I don't know how any of these two men could stand after this match. Shibata locked in a double wrist lock. Ishii got out of it and hits a lariato. Whew. Shibata then hit the Death Valley Driver on Ishii for 2. He applies a sleeper hold, a 1920 sleeper hold. Ishii got out of it, but he walked right into some sick-looking kicks. Ishii stops the PK. Penalty kick? I don't know. And he headbutts Shibata. They headbutt each other a bunch of times. I thought both men were going to be busted open, but I don't think we saw that. Ishii clotheslines Shibata for a near fall. Shibata comes back with a spinning back fist and then the PK for the win to become the new the Never Openweight champion. This match was fucking great. I gave it 4.25 out of 5 stars. And Shibata, a great talent. I would love to see him in on a Ring of Honor show, but probably won't see him for a while. But He wins, I think it's his first title in a while, but I'm not sure. I only just started watching New Japan a couple years ago, so I don't know like the backstories about some of these guys. But Shibata wins, great match, 4.25 out of 5 stars. So we'll see what happens in his first reign as never openweight champion. And like I said, most of the matches after this were pretty damn good. We get to the semi-main event for the IWGP Intercontinental title. The champion Shinsuke Nakamura taking on AJ Styles. This match was awesome. Awesome match. I mean, the rematch at New Year's Dash was great, too. You put in Kenny Omega in there as well. I didn't think Naito was in there, too. That was a good match, too. This match was awesome. It started with some kick attempts, and then Styles tried to go for the Styles Clash. Nakamura got out of it with a backslide. Then he started taunting each other. Then Styles hits his signature phenomenal drop kick. And Styles is pulled off the ropes on his back, and then the ref starts checking on him for some odd reason. I don't know. But I guess because because AJ came into the match with a messed up back and a hip, from the Don Taco show and his other matches. That's why, and his final battle match with Jay Lethal. So he's coming in a little bit hurt, but it is what it is. But he was playing possum, and then Nakamura makes a comeback. He starts going crazy with the kicks and the going, Then he hits a couple of nasty knees to AJ's head and a front suplex. Styles avoided another knee, folds Nakamura in half with a springboard forearm. He struggles to get him up some vertical suplexes, but his back was just shattered. And he just hits a snap suplex in the corner. Nakamura comes back with a lung blower, then a sleeper suplex. He's going for to finish him off, but AJ pulls out the calf killer out of nowhere, and Nakamura turns that into an armbar. Styles stacks Nakamura up and gets only 2 on that. Styles hit the torture rack bomb for another near fall. And then Nakamura comes back with the big Bomoye from the second rope, and then both men are down. The fans are going nuts. Kevin Kelly and Matt Striker and Yoshitatsu were going completely bonkers on commentary. And they start beating each other up. Styles pulls an inverted powerbomb out of nowhere for a near fall. He hits the Pele! But he eats another Bomaye kick for a near fall. Styles hits a big knee of his own in a 450 splash for a 2.99999. Almost won the Intercontinental title. He tries a Bloody Sunday. He couldn't pull it off. Nakamura hits a flying armbar out of nowhere. Turns that right into a triangle choke. But Styles modifies it into a one-arm Styles Clash for a near fall. Styles is just not wanting to die here. I mean, he pull out a great match. He hits the Bloody Sunday, but then he puts the boots to Nakamura when he couldn't get the Styles Clash because of his back still. And then he sets up for the Super Styles Clash off the top rope, which he beat Naito with at Wrestle Kingdom 9. Or it was a couple months later, I forget. Nakamura hits a super-seated fireman's carry slam for a near fall. And as AJ was getting up, Nakamura hits the Boombaye kick to the back of the head, and then one to the front of the face. And he gets the pin to retain the title. An amazing match. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Great match. And, they fought at the New Year's Dash, which saw Kenny Omega pin Nakamura. And that's going to lead into the next show where I would assume that Nakamura drops the IC title to Kenny Omega. And that's his last show. And then he goes to the 14th anniversary show, probably loses there. And then he goes to WWE with Styles. So you'll see what happens. But amazing match. Very good match. They fist bumped after the match. Mutual respect for each other. It's going to be great to see both of them in WWE. I mean, I would love to see Nakamura and Kevin Owens Part 2. Maybe for the IC belt, but that's going to be an amazing match. I would say that Nakamura wins the title by the end of the year. maybe AJ wins at least gets a title shot in the months leading into 2017. But I don't think he wins a title by then, but we'll see. We shall see. So I gave that 4.5 out of 5 stars. Great match. Then we get to the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight title. Another match in this great long rivalry between Kazuchika Okada and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, this is like a carbon copy of Wrestle Kingdom 9, but Hiroshi Tanahashi was the champion. Okada won the G1 Climax. This year, Tanahashi won the G1 Climax, and Okada had the belt. So, I mean, these guys have fought, I think, 9 or 10 times. Each man knows each other so well. This match, phenomenal match. This was a 5-star classic, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I gave it 5 stars. It was just amazing. They went at it like, you know, like they fought. They never fought before. I mean, Okada was hitting his usual moves. Tanahashi was beating the crap out of him. You know, almost a carbon copy of what happened last year. We saw a sling blade on the apron, and then Tanahashi hit the high fly flow to the outside. And it looked like Tanahashi was going to win by count out, but Okada got in at 19, barely beat the count. Then Tanahashi hit another high fly flow off the second rope to the leg of Okada, so really beating the crap out of him, trying to ground the champion. He knocks in the Texas Cloverleaf. Okada fought out of it and lands a reverse neck breaker. And he lands on his injured leg. They both get up, they start going yay boo with forearms. Okada dropkicks Tanahashi not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in a row for a near fall. Then he hits one of the best top rope front drop kicks of all time for a near fall. He does the Rainmaker Randy Orton style pose, but he gets rolled up for a near fall. Tanahashi gets another dragon screw, really working on that leg. I'm surprised Okada even walked out of this match. Tanahashi applied another cloverleaf. Okada got to the ropes again. Tanahashi goes for the high fly flow, but Okada moved and he hits the canvas after going for the sling blade. Okada gets up and hits the tombstone power driver on Tanahashi. He does the pose, the Rainmaker pose again, and looks for the Rainmaker, and he hits it, but Tanahashi kicked out at 2.95. Then Okada hits the high fly flow for a near fall, but then Tanahashi reversed the Rainmaker into one of his own. So, I mean, counters galore. Both men are down, the fans are going completely berserk. Okada gets up, Tanahashi keeps kicking his bad knee. Then Okada went for the Rainmaker, it gets countered into a sling blade. Then Tanahashi hits a sick-looking dragon suplex for a near fall. And then Tanahashi hits not one, but 2 high fly flows. Okada somehow kicked out, I don't know how. Then Tanahashi went for a third, and Okada comes back with a drop kick. I don't know how with that bad leg. Then he goes for a German. Tanahashi slaps him. And then Okada hits a huge drop kick and a German suplex combination. Then Tanahashi slaps Okada again. He's like, "Come on, hit me, you son of a bitch!" And then Okada hits the Rainmaker for the pin to retain his title. So, amazing match. 5 out of 5 stars. These guys really put on a show for the fans, and I wouldn't be surprised we see another one this year, or maybe 2, 3, who knows, between these great athletes. You know, Tanahashi's going to be at the 14th anniversary show. Okada might be there. I mean, Gato's going to be there, so, you know, where Gato goes, Okada is not too far behind, because they're in Chaos Inc., so I don't know what's going to happen there. I wouldn't be surprised if they fought each other again on the next New Japan show. I mean, these guys just beat the crap out of each other every time. They know each other so well. They've gone back and forth with the IWGP title like 5 or 6 times. You know, what can you say? These 2 guys are what New Japan is. And I would love to see him in WWE, or basically I would love to see him in Ring of Honor exclusively, but, You know, they're like the Rock. These guys, if I would put them in WWE, they'd be like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, Rocky Triple H. You know, the feuds that will never end. You know, but these guys are just amazing athletes, and great match, another great match. In the storied history of these two guys. So 5 out of 5 stars. It was just an amazing match to cap off a great pay-per-view. I gave it 9.5 out of 10 stars. If you missed the show, please go onto watchwrestling.ch and watch it again and watch it another few times. I mean, it was just an amazing event, and New Japan came out of the dugout, hit a home run with this show, as they did last year and the year before that. You know, this is their WrestleMania, and I think they showed WWE what a WrestleMania should be. So it is what it is. So that is my review of New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 10. Once again, 9.5 out of 10 stars for this great event. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with New Japan in the months to come. You know, we got you know, the G1 Climax coming up in the summer, and you got some other shows leading up to. We got another big show coming up, I think, in March. We got one this end of this month, and you got another one in February, and another one, and I got a big show in March, and then you got the G1 Climax coming up, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me know your thoughts and opinions if you guys saw the event Wrestle Kingdom 10. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. If you have any questions regarding New Japan, Ring of Honor, WWE, as before, is coming up in just a few minutes. I'll be having my review up on Killer Demon 669, probably around 11:30, 12 o'clock tonight. So check that out. Check out my my video on David Bowie. Link is in the description box, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any wrestling questions, put it all down below in the comments, or hit me up in my inbox, or hit me up on Twitter at Gilmore Inc. Link is down below. And you can also hit up the Facebook fan page, also down below. Alright, so that is it. I'm going to get ready for Watch Raw. And hopefully it's a good show. Brock Lesnar is going to be there, probably announcing he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. And we'll see what else happens. We got a U.S. title match between Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio. We'll see if Kalisto wins it. They've been trying to push Kalisto now since Sin Cara is out with an injury. He's going to be out a couple months. And they got to push some stars because everybody else is hurt, basically. So we'll probably get a new U.S. champion tonight or at the Royal Rumble. But we shall see what happens. So we'll see what happens on Raw as they lead into the Royal Rumble, which is next Sunday. So we got one more Raw after this one. The Go Home show is next Monday, the 18th, the Martin Luther King show. So we shall see what happens with there. So thank you all for watching. Leave your questions down below. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Facebook. And that's all I got to say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gomar. Gonna watch Raw. So stay tuned for my Raw review coming up later. And that's all I got to say. Peace out. Rock on. We'll see you next time. Peace.